I'm back with a new video, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about my tattoos and piercings. Okay, now about the tattoos. I have more tattoos than piercings, so on the total tattoos, they are kind of small tattoos, but separate they are about, I think I have 7 tattoos at total. This was my first tattoo, which is a heart on my wrist, and I did it when I was 17. I wanted this tattoo like forever, and I was always asking my parents for it, but they wanted me to wait until I was 18 for me to have full responsibility of what I wanted, and maybe to take that extra time to see if I could change my mind. That was what they were thinking would be happening, but it didn't. They told me that, and I literally waited, and I wanted this tattoo forever, and I did it. The reason I did it on this when I was 17 and not 18 is because I wanted to do it on my birthday. And I went to the tattoo guy that did all my father's tattoos, and we asked him if we could do it on my birthday. Unfortunately, my birthday is on the 14th of December, and he was taking like the holiday vacations on December. He had everything booked till the vacation, till the holidays. So probably I could only do it on January when I would be already 18, and I was so sad because I really wanted to do that. I waited so long to be able to do it on my birthday when I was 18, so I was so bummed that I needed to wait till January. But once I was in college, it was like December already, and I was like the first week of December, and I was in school on college, and I was like in a class, and I got a call from my dad, and I just went outside to take it, and he told me, okay, like the tattoo guy just called me, and he said that someone missed their appointment and he's free in this afternoon, so if you want to go there, he can do it. And I was like, oh my god, yes! Finally, I will have the tattoo that I've always wanted. And I just went there. My dad went to pick me up at college, and we went there. And I was super excited. I really like that tattoo artist till today. He's really good. He's really good with like detail, black and white. He's really good with that. My dad has a lot of tattoos from him, and they are always great. I did 2 tattoos with him. This was the first one. The second tattoo, I believe I had maybe 19. Yeah, probably 19. I really like crosses. I think they are beautiful, but I didn't want anything like with much detail, so just 2 lines, pretty simple. And I talked to my dad again. He took me to that tattoo shop with the same guy, and this time hurt it a little bit more because it was on the ribs, and that's a place that it's more painful than the other places. I really like this tattoo, and I know that I will need to just retouch this because since it's such a thin line, the ink just spread it a little bit on some parts, and right now it needs just a little bit of retouching. So I will probably get that fixed. But actually a funny story is that I've been having a lot of problems with this tattoo. Once I went to do an exam on the breast, like a mammography, and the lady, the doctor that was doing that, just saw my tattoo, and she was like freaked out and say, oh, did you have like radiotherapy? And I was like, no, I never did. Why? I was super scared. It was the first time that I did that exam, and I was like freaking out. And she was, oh, I'm just asking because why do you have like radiotherapy marks if you haven't ever done radiotherapy. And I was like, this is not marks, this is my tattoo, it's a cross. And she did, oh, you shouldn't have done this. Your tattoo artist should never have done this to you. He should know that these are the tattoos that we do on radiotherapy patients to mark the places where we do the radiotherapy. He should never done this. We do like real tattoos on our patients, and you shouldn't have done this because that could be misleading when you walk into a hospital. Like doctors could think that you have done radiotherapy, and I was so like, what? I didn't know that. And then when I went home, I just searched on the internet for those radiotherapy patients, and the tattoo is really, really close to that. It's really similar, and I never had a clue, so I feel a bit bad about it. But I don't know, I'm not going to take this tattoo off. I really love it. So the third tattoo I had was actually 2 tattoos at the same time. It was about 3 years ago. I was working in a textile company, and I had like a friend in there that had a lot of tattoos too, and she always done it in a place here in Oporto with a tattoo artist that does like this traditional type of tattoos. It's not really my type of tattoos. I always just like black contour, really simple tattoos, but her tattoos were just nicely done. I could see that the lines were like sharp and clean. So she told me that that guy where she did her tattoos always did like this kind of promotion. Every Friday 13th he would do this kind of sale tattoo just for his friends, and it would be 13 euros, which is super cheap for a tattoo, because on a regular day his price of tattoos were regular like any other tattoo shop. It was just on that day that he does it for his friends, and I asked her if she could book that for me since she knew him and she was like his friend, and she did that for me. And I did 2 small tattoos here on the ankles, on the back part of my legs. Basically it's like an alien on a leg, and on the other leg it's a tooth. I was going to do those tattoos on my fingers here. I get to the tattoo shop and told them that I was going to do it here. He was amazing because he told me like, please don't do it there, that place will just like, those small tattoos, the ink will just spread, and you're always like washing your hands, so you will probably fade away. In about 2 years you're going to have like a mess of a tattoo. I usually don't change my mind that often, but when you see like that big tough guy full of tattoos, like tattoos all over his body, and he's asking you not to do that, it's because he has a point. Obviously he is right. So I really thought about it, and I said, okay, let's just pick another place. And I think they are super cute and I love them. The next tattoo I had was the biggest I have, which is here. I'm going to show it to you guys. This is kind of 2 moons in opposite directions, and it has like these geometrical lines uniting them. The history behind this is maybe about 2 years ago that I really fell in love with this type of tattoo, which the shadows are done with like little dots. And there was a tattoo artist that I really liked, and I was following him on Pinterest, and I always like looking at his tattoos because they are so good. And once I saw one that I love, which is 2 moons like this, but they were connected by a rope, that kind of rope that people use to just kill themselves. And then I found out about a tattoo artist here in Portugal, that is called Daniel Kickflip, and he has like a tattoo shop near Porto. It's another city, but it's near. I found out about him, and me and my boyfriend just went like, okay, this is the guy. We are finally going to do a tattoo with that kind of shadows and point and like dots work. So I just went talked to that guy and I asked him to just do some sketches for us, and I sent him that drawing of that tattoo guy that I really liked, and I told him like I really wanted 2 moons because I really like that kind of concept of 2 different worlds. I don't want to rope because I want you to just make this design your own. I believe he sent me like 1 or 2 sketches, but when I saw this one I was like, that's it, let's do this, I love it. So we went there, and he's such a good professional. His tattoos are he's so gentle that you can not feel anything. It's unbelievable, and he's really good with that type of dot work, and this was the result. I really liked it. It was like the biggest tattoo I've ever done, and I was like, maybe it's going to hurt, but it didn't hurt the thing. And I went back there last year to do the last tattoos that I've done, and I did these 2 tattoos last year. These are pretty simple and small, and just like 2 letters, an M and a Z. This is the first letters of the names of the 2 grandparents that already passed away. This is my grandpa, already passed away, his name was Mario, and this is letter of my grandmother, already passed away. She is called Zelia. It's the only tattoos that really have meaning for me, so I really love them. I actually have another one tattoo, but it's something that is just, I don't think I can even call this a tattoo, but I do have this, and it's just like a private joke that I have with my boyfriend. I just have like a pink dot here. You can even see it is on my finger. It's just a pink dot, and he has that on his arm as well, so it's the only matching tattoos we have. So that was it for piercings and tattoos. I hope you guys like this video, and if you're thinking about doing a tattoo or a piercing, either one, my advice to you is just to think carefully, because either one of them is something very serious that you'll probably have for the rest of your life. So just think about it. If you have any other questions about this theme, just ask on the comments and I will reply to you. Bye guys!